Usher it in Arusha, and we're totally delighted to have you with us this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together for the guest of honor, acknowledging his time and presence. I would also like to recognize the presence of Honorable Selemani Kakoso, Member of Parliament for Mpanda constituency, and the Chairman of the Infrastructure Parliamentary Committee. He's standing on the space of the Chairman of the Energy and Mineral Parliamentary Committee. Let's give him another big round of applause. He's been with us since morning. I would also like to recognize the presence of the of Dr. Hatibu Malimi Kazungu, the Deputy Permanent Secretary responsible for electricity and renewable energy at the Ministry of Energy. Let's give him a big round of applause. I would also like to recognize the presence of Honorable Felician Mutahengera, Arusha District Commissioner, who is also accompanied by the District Security Committee. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's with us yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all are aware that this program is kindly supported by the European Union, UNDP, the Embassy of Ireland in Dar es Salaam, and I'm delighted to recognize the presence of Mr. Fazal Issa, Program Manager, Environment and Climate, representing the Embassy of Ireland. Let's recognize his presence and put our hands together for him. Honorable guest of honor, I would also like to recognize the presence of the following members of Parliament. Honorable Jessica Kishoa. Is Jessica with us? No, she's not with us. But Honorable Paulina Gekul from Babati. I would also like to recognize the presence of Shukuran is also not with us, but all other members of Parliament present. I would also like to recognize the presence of the District Security Council. I would also like to recognize the presence of regional delegates, those coming from the East African Community, member states, as well as the SADC. So we have the EA-CRI as well as the SACRI. I would also like to recognize the presence of all government officials present. I would also like to recognize the presence and thank all the speakers, the panelists and the moderators we've had. I would also like to recognize the presence of all the exhibitors, and allow me, guests of honor, at this juncture to also request that as we come to the end of this fantastic conference, let us make time for those who did not make time to go through the exhibitions. Lots of wonderful innovations are exhibited downstairs where we can all support. Representatives from higher learning institution, invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Honorable guest of honor, we've convened yesterday and today on the Regional Energy Efficiency Conference to discuss the matters that are of concern to the region, looking onto different aspects, and we were guided by the theme that says advancing energy efficiency for sustainable development. For the past 2 days, honorable guest of honor, we witnessed yesterday the launch of the National Energy Efficiency Strategy 2024-2034, and the session for the launch was led by the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Doto Mashaka Biteko. But after that, honorable guest of honor, we've had different discussions that really aimed at empowering and building capacities, but as well exchanging experiences and best practices amongst member states from East Africa Community, as well as that of the SADC countries. Amongst the discussions we had, honorable guest of honor, we had the first one, high-level panel discussion that comprised of the World Bank, representative from EA-CRI, Ministry of Energy, but we also had an assistant commissioner all the way from Uganda, and as well as a representative from SACRI that looked onto the energy efficiency policies, strategies, action plans, and lessons learned over the period of time. Recalling that the countries agreed during the COP28 that we're going to go on to emission reduction. The second panel discussion, honorable guest of honor, that looked onto the standards, MEP standard, as well as the EPC certification, looked onto the development and implementation of energy efficiency practices in the region. This panel had specialists from TBS, Environment Services Limited, we had UNDP, ICRI, and again, the Ministry of Energy. We then later on, guest of honor, that was today, had a discussion on evidence-based experiences and benefits of energy efficiency practices. This panel discussion mirrored the field evidences of what is transpiring at the grassroots level. And we had Eliko Foundation, UNDP, GIZ Uganda, TANESCO, as well as Monduli Teachers College to share the best practices of what is actually emanating at the grassroots level. Just before lunch, honorable guest of honor, we had two powerful panels. One looked onto the financing mechanism for the energy efficiency opportunities along value chain in different sectors. And many things came across this discussion, including the cost of energy efficiency appliances, gadgets, tools, technology, that some of the countries, including our country, honorable guest of honor, have put some costs, taxes that have increased the prices, hence being not very affordable. However, the discussion brought a lot of good findings, and they will be shared on the final report. Finally, honorable guest of honor, considering the fact and borrowing from Tanzania, the 2022 census that was conducted, that the number of people, the bigger number of the census was marked by women in Tanzania, and of course the young people across Africa is the dominant population. We discussed on the capacity building, women and youth empowerment experiences in the energy efficiency sector, overcoming challenges and creating opportunities. This panel discussion was really looking onto the inclusion of women and youth into carbon emission, into the utilization of energy efficiency tools, gadgets, and appliances. Without further ado, guest of honor, allow me now to really once again thank you for being with us as we come to the end, the final mile of this conference, and invite to the stage the representative of the chair. This is none other but Honorable Selemani Kakoso to come and say a few words, and then I will invite my brother Fazal to also say a few words, and then we shall have a quick remark from the region, and then the Deputy Permanent Secretary will then invite you for your remarks, present a few tokens, and then group photos, and that will mark the end of the conference 2024. Honorable MP, karibu sana. Kwa neno fupi la salamu. As he comes, let's put our hands together for him.
Mheshimiwa Selemani Jafo, Waziri wa Viwanda na Biashara, wadau wote ambao tuko hapa, kwa niaba ya Bunge la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, nikimwakilisha mwenyekiti wa kamati ya Bunge Nishati na Madini, naomba kutoa salamu za Bunge la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kwanza, tunaipongeza serikali kwa kuweza kuendesha na kusimamia mkutano wetu huu ambao upo hapa na umetufanya tuwepo hapa. Lakini pili, tuishukuru sana Wizara ya Nishati na Madini kwa kuweza kusimamia mkutano huu ambao una mafanikio makubwa, kama alivyoeleza mtangulizi wa hapa ambaye ameeleza tulichojifunza na kubadilishana uwezo ili kuweza kupunguza matumizi makubwa ya nishati ya umeme unaopotea mara kwa mara. Mheshimiwa Waziri, tunawapongeza ndugu zetu UNDP, ubalozi wa Ireland, na wadau wote ambao wameshiriki kongamano la mkutano wa siku ya leo ambao wewe unakuja kuufunga. Yapo mengine ambayo tutahitaji nguvu ya serikali kuyabadilisha, hasa kwenye sera na sheria ambazo zitatufanya kama serikali kuleta bungeni mswada ambao utakuja kubadilisha, kwa sababu tunategemea sasa kuanza matumizi ya nishati mbadala badala ya kutumia mafuta kwa wingi. Kwa hiyo haya ni ya msingi ambayo bado serikali haijaweka sawa, na tunategemea uwepo wako wewe unaweza ukayachukua na kwenda kuyafanyia kazi. Tunawashukuru wawezeshaji wote ambao wametoa mada mbalimbali zinazohusu suala la mazingira, jenda na mengineyo ambayo tumeyajadili kwenye kikao hiki. Tuna furaha kubwa kukukaribisha Mheshimiwa Waziri ili uweze kuja kutoa nasaha ambazo zitawafanya wanakongamano waweze kuitumia fursa. Asante kwa ujio wako.
Asante sana, ladies and gentlemen. He's thanked the minister for being with us, but also touched a little bit on different aspects that we discussed, and appreciated the fact that there will be taken and carried forward for implementation. Honorable guest of honor, may I now invite to the podium Fazal Issa, who is representing all the donors on this program. We are supported by the European Union, UNDP, as well as the Embassy of Ireland. And on behalf of all the donors, Fazal Issa will say a few words, to be followed by brief remarks by the DC, and then the TPS will come to invite you for your speech. Karibu Fazal. He's here. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you can feel a bit of a burden on the shoulder representing all the DPs at this meeting. So yeah, good afternoon, colleagues. Honorable Dr. Selman Jaffo, Minister for Industry and Trade. It's good to see you here. On other capacity, we have worked before on the Environment Ministry. Dr. Hatib Kazungu, Deputy Permanent Secretary dealing with electricity and renewable energy. The representative of the Parliamentary Committee on Energy, the District Commissioner for Arusha, Member of Parliament, Development Partners here, non-governmental organization, students and member of the press. Good afternoon again. I would like to start with joining colleagues by congratulating the government of Tanzania for organizing this successful conference. Indeed, it has been a very insightful 2 days. We have learned quite a lot from measures to policy to action that are being taken between different countries in EAC and SADC region. And there I would also want to touch on a few issues as part of my remarks. So 3 issues to reflect. One, the diversity of energy efficiency. We have heard for the last 2 days energy efficient linking with industry, trade, health, gender, climate, and also issues on transport and security. So one, just to flag that, to understand that when you're talking about energy efficiency, it's not a matter that deals with just energy, or Minister of Energy is responsible for that. And that takes us to another commitment in terms of, one, we had a chart, extended chart on linking energy efficient and gender, and also looking at how energy efficiency can contribute to effort in climate mitigation and climate adaptation. It is good that when Honorable Minister was going around the exhibition, one thing that he flagged the most is how does this contribute to climate mitigation as part of Tanzania effort. So that is the thing that we need to also look at. So both gender and climate action are priority for Ireland and European Union, and you will see a reflection of our support to UNDP in this particular program. Second, we should embrace and acknowledge what has happened now. yes, we have had a number of gaps in terms of awareness, data, finance, coordination, policy framework, but we should build on the foundation that is already there. So and here I would like also to commend the government of Tanzania for the effort that has been done already on energy efficiency. Just yesterday, we participated in launching the energy efficient strategy, but before that, the president also launched the clean cooking strategy. So it's a good way to go forward. But we also heard about the EAC guideline that the EAC member state could also implement. But for all of this to be done, that is my third reflection, is a multi-stakeholder engagement and everyone to take or to play a role. We have heard about government taking steps, but also other stakeholders. So development partners, we have a responsibility to do so. And as I mentioned earlier, the EU and Ireland are supporting UNDP in this energy efficiency program in a number of issues. One, of course, on the policy part, but also innovation challenge, which we are proud of supporting vibrant youth, and also the scholarship, which has been growing from 10 to now 15, 25, which total 35 opportunity for young engineers. But also on the private sector, we had a number of issues on innovation and financing and technical capacity. But lastly, I would just want to reiterate on the active role of youth and women. Several times in this discussion, we heard about women and youth being referred as victim or the most vulnerable to whether lack to access to energy or climate mitigation and adaptation resources. But the main thing that we should look at is looking at youth and women as agent for change, them leading the process. And we have heard a lot from very brilliant women that we had here, a young lady, Gladys, we had Elizabeth, and the like, and the lady from South Africa, which I will not attempt to mention the name unless he teach me the Greek language. So this should be the part, not looking at them as just a victim, but mostly as lead innovators and agent for change. So yeah, I will stop there for the three reflection, but also just to thank very much for the government of Tanzania that they've hosted the conference. Again, we had the Deputy Prime Minister, we had the Deputy Minister also for land, and today we have the Minister for Industry and Trade that show the government commitment in this agenda. So thank you very much, and thank you all for your active participation for the last 2 days. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Fazal, for those wonderful remarks. Honorable guest of honor, allow me now to call to the podium Honorable Felician Mutahengera, the Arusha District Commissioner, our host. Arusha has been really nice to us. Do we all agree? Let's give Arusha a big round of applause, received by the DC. Karibu sana, Mheshimiwa.
Mheshimiwa Selemani Jafo, Waziri wa Viwanda na Biashara, kamati ya kudumu ya Bunge ya Viwanda na Biashara, wadau wetu wa maendeleo, washiriki wote, waandishi wa habari, mabibi na mabwana, Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, nichukue nafasi hii kuwashukuru sana washiriki wote. Wamekuwepo hapa kwa siku 2, wamejadili mambo mengi. Lakini niseme tu, I think you have come up with some resolution. To come up with resolution is one thing, but to implement is another thing. Niwaombe maadhimio yote ambayo tumekubaliana kwenye kikao hiki yaende yakasimamiwe vizuri. Lakini nitumie nafasi hii kuwaomba tena kwamba haya mambo ambayo tunajadili na haya maadhimio ambayo tumeyaweka yafike kule vijijini. Kwa sababu kijijini ndo bado kuna, tukitumia vizuri tunaweza tukaokoa sana mazingira. Hizi teknolojia mpya za matumizi bora ya nishati yakifika kule tutakuwa tumeokoa sana. Kwa hiyo niombe ndugu zangu kwamba watu wa vijijini tusiwasahau sana, kwa sababu wana nafasi kubwa ya kutunza mazingira. Lakini kikubwa zaidi ni waombe tuone umuhimu wa jambo hili. Matumizi bora ya nishati yatatusaidia kubadilisha au kumaintain ekolojia ya mazingira. Ndugu zangu na washiriki, sina mambo mengi sana ya kusema, jana tulisema. Lakini kikubwa ambacho naweza nikawaambia kwamba umekaa siku 2 ndani, wengine ni wageni, hamjui mji wa Arusha. Sasa umemaliza, hebu tokeeni mkaone. Jana tuliwaambia tuna mambo mazuri Tanzania ambayo huwezi kuyapata sehemu yoyote duniani. Ni sehemu gani ya dunia unaweza kaona big five at once? It is only Tanzania. Ngorongoro, Serengeti, nendeni Tarangire, nendeni hapa karibu Arusha National Park. Lakini tuna mlima wetu mzuri Kilimanjaro ambao unaweza kauona sehemu yoyote, nchi yoyote, lakini ni kuupanda lazima uje Tanzania. Kwa hiyo niwaombe mwangalie, mwende kule Zanzibar mkaone beach nzuri ambazo yani sehemu zingine uwezo kuzipata. Lakini mwisho wa siku ni watakie safari njema wote ambao umetoka mbali nje ya Tanzania, mfike kwenu salama. Lakini baada ya kuona, najua mwezi wa 12 wengi mnachukua likizo, njooni na familia zenu muenjoy Tanzania, muenjoy Arusha. Na sisi tumeweka utaratibu mzuri kwamba mwezi wa 12 tunafunga mitaa zaidi ya 12. Kila taifa litakaa na watu wake washerekee na kuexchange na kukumbushia utamaduni wao. Kwa hiyo mtapata sehemu nzuri, muwapo Tanzania, muwapo Arusha, mtafiri kwamba mko nyumbani kwenu. Karibuni sana na asanteni sana. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki.
Naomba tuongeze makofi mengi sana kwa mwenyeji wetu. Mheshimiwa DC, tunakushukuru sana. Hilo la mwisho la kufunga mtaa nadhani limekaa vizuri zaidi. Basi Mheshimiwa Waziri wa Viwanda na Biashara, ni wakati wa kumkaribisha katibu wetu, naibu katibu mkuu ambaye anatoka katika wizara yetu ya nishati ili aweze kusema machache. Baada ya hapo atachukua fursa hiyo kukukaribisha ili uweze kuongea na hadhara hii. Karibu sana naibu katibu mkuu.
Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Salamu za Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Asanteni sana. Honorable Dr. Suleiman Jafo, Minister for Industry and Trade. Honorable Felician Mutahengerwa, Arusha District Commissioner. Honorable Suleiman Kakoso, Mr. Faisal Issa, panelist, moderator, and the exhibitors, representative from the higher learning institutions, journalists, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. Is it good evening or good afternoon? Still afternoon? Okay. Honorable guest of honor, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we conclude the groundbreaking regional Energy Efficiency Conference here in Arusha. Allow me to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to you, Honorable Dr. Suleiman Jaffo, the Minister for Industry and Trade. Your esteemed presence is a testament to the government of Tanzania unwavering commitment to sustainable industrial growth, energy efficiency, and the transition to low carbon future. Your leadership in advancing the energy agenda, both within Tanzania and across the region, inspire all of us. We are truly grateful for your dedication to this critical event. Honorable guest of honor, over the past 2 days, this conference has been a platform for engaging in a meaningful discussion, sharing valuable insights, and exploring innovative solutions for challenges and opportunities in energy efficiency and renewable energy. Honorable guest of honor, our deliberations have reaffirmed the critical role of energy efficiency in shaping the future of industries, the future of our economies and societies. As we stand at this pivotal moment in time, it is imperative to accelerate our effort towards cleaner and more efficient energy systems. This discussion, presentations, and networking opportunities here will surely influence the policies, strategies, and the investments that drive this energy transformation. Honorable guest of honor, I wish to express our sincere gratitude to you, Honorable Minister, for your steadfast support of the energy sector. Under your guidance, the Ministry of Industry and Trade, in collaboration with the Tanzania Bureau of Standards and Tanzania Industrial Development Organization and other partners, has developed the first minimum energy performance standards for 5 key appliances, and these are motors, refrigerators, air conditioners, televisions, and fans. Honorable guest of honor, furthermore, efforts are underway to introduce efficient cooking appliances, marking an important step towards creating sustainable consumption pattern. These standards will significantly impact the quantity and the energy efficiency of appliances imported into Tanzania, ensuring long-term benefits for both the economy and the environment. Honorable guest of honor, this conference has been structured around 4 key themes which have shaped the regional energy efficiency agenda. Agenda number 1, theme number 1, policy frameworks and incentives, and the role of sound policies and regulations as enablers of energy efficiency across sectors. Number 2, technological advancement, the adoption, the participation of EAC and SADC countries in this forum underscore the imperative of these collective efforts. Honorable guest of honor, as we close this significant gathering, let us live with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. The journey towards a sustainable energy future is challenging, but it is a shared responsibility that demands our collective efforts. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to all the speakers, panelists, and the participants whose expertise and commitment have enriched this conference. Special thanks also go to the organizing committee and our partners for the tireless efforts in making this event a resounding success. Honorable guests of honor, once again, I thank you all for your engagement, and I'm delighted to now welcome you, Honorable Minister, for closing remarks. Following this, you'll present trophies as a token of our appreciation to our regional partners for their invaluable support in advancing energy efficiency initiative. Mheshimiwa Waziri, karibu sana.
You may be seated. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Dr. Hatibu Kazungu, Deputy Permanent Secretary for Ministry of Energy, Honorable Member of Parliament, my friend Kasoko. Can you send up people have to speak? Gekul Pauli? Yes. And the Member of Parliament from Kigoma? No. Tumaini? And the rest, okay. Honorable Felician Mutahenge Rajua, name is very complex, sometimes you can miss it. District Commissioner of Arusha District, Excellence, Head of Missions and International Organizations, government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm very sorry because I'm not okay today. That's why I'm coughing seriously. So I'm very sorry for you whenever maybe I miss some words. I am truly honored to be here with you this evening at this closing session. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Almighty God for the blessing and privileges of standing before you today as we conclude the important regional energy efficiency conferences. It's my great pleasure to thank all of you for your active participation. I would like to take this opportunity once again to extend my sincere gratitude to all distinguished delegates, members of parliament from East African region and SADC region, experts, policymakers, academicians, industry leaders, panelists, and moderators who have contributed their expertise, insight, and valuable times to make this conference successful. Your active participation, presentation, and discussions have greatly enriched our dialogue and will proudly impact the direction of our energy in future. I also wish to thank the Minister of Energy for hosting this event in collaboration with the European Union and the United Nations Development Programme. I would like also to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to all stakeholders for the extraordinary effort in preparing and organizing this event. Your commitment and dedication to promoting energy efficiency in our region is profoundly considered. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, over the past 2 days, we have had the opportunity to engage in fruitful discussion, share valuable insight, and exchange innovation solutions to address our region's critical energy challenges. We spent 2 days of critical thinking and dialogue because the importance of energy efficiency cannot be overstated. It is is a fundamental driver for economic growth, industrial competitiveness, and environmental sustainability. Our industries must adapt energy-efficient technology and practice to remain competitive globally. At the same time, we are strive for more sustainable future. We must be mindful of the impact of energy consumption on our environment and economic costs associated with the energy inefficient use. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we close this conference, it's imperative that we reflect on the key message and recommendation that have emerged. Based on this discussion over the 2 days, I would like to offer the following suggestions to member states and everyone present. 1, strengthen the policy and regulatory framework. Government should continue to enhance and implement robust policy and regulations that encourage energy efficiency across all sectors. This includes setting clear energy efficiency targets, creating incentives for business and individuals, and ensuring the policies as well are well integrated into broader national development plans. A good example is the inauguration press ceremony that happened yesterday on the Tanzania Energy Efficiency Strategy 2024-2034 that was witnessed yesterday. 2, promote public-private partnership. Collaboration between the public and the private sector is essential to successfully implementing energy efficiency initiatives. Member states should create an enabling environment for private sector investment in energy efficient technology, infrastructure, and services. 3, enhance capacity building. It's crucial that we invest in training skills development, and awareness rising at all levels. By building local expertise and knowledge on energy efficiency, we can assure the policy and effectively are effectively implemented, and that industries and consumers are empowered to take actions. 4, foster regional cooperation. Energy efficiency is a regional issue that requires joint solution. Countries within the East African and SADC region should continue working together to harmonize standards, share knowledge, and support each other in scaling up energy efficiency initiatives. 5, promote research and innovation. Government and research institutions should support innovation in energy efficient technology and solution. Investment in research and development is the key to unlock the potential of new technology that can dramatically reduce energy consumption and environmental impact. 6, encourage energy efficiency in all sectors. Energy efficiency should be prioritized in industrial sector, resident building, transportation, and public infrastructure. We can achieve greater energy efficiency and contribute to sustainable development by adopting energy-saving practices in all areas. Last, measure and report progress. Establishing mechanisms for monitoring and reporting on energy-efficient progress is vital. Transparent tracking of energy consumption and the effectiveness of energy-saving measures will allow us to make data-driven decisions and refine our approaches as needed. Excellent ladies and gentlemen, reflecting on this conference outcome, I'm very impressed by our spirit of collaboration and shared commitment. This insight we have gained, the strategy we have discussed, and the partnership we have forged will catalyze energy efficient across all regions, industrial business, and communities. Excellence, ladies and gentlemen, energy efficiency is steadily gaining momentum across our industries and institutions through policy reforms, partnership, and public awareness campaign. With technology innovations, renewable energy solution, and resource mobilization management, we can champion as a leader in energy efficient and sustainable practice. Several energy management policies, strategies, tools, and instruments have already been developed in the region, and some are already in use, including minimum energy performance standard and labeling for some appliances, energy efficiency accreditation and certification, energy audit and training, just to mention a few. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have discussed the region's main challenge and some means of overcoming them. These challenges include limited access to reliable data on energy consumption, high initial cost for energy efficiency technology, limited energy efficient tools and instruments, limited testing and certification facilities, limited partnership, and need for increased public awareness. Furthermore, while our policies are advanced, we must work seriously to translate them into tangible action and result at the grassroots level. We must also consider small and medium-sized enterprise unique needs, which often lack the resources to invest in energy efficient solutions. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to overcome these challenges, our regional bodies, including East Africa and SADC Secretariat, government, and department, must be committed to strengthen partnership and invest in capacity building initiatives. We should continue working with local and international partners to access funding, enhance skills, and ensure the smooth transfer of skills and technology. Additionally, we should strengthen our commitment to revisiting and refining our policies and strategies to create an environment that encourages and actively supports energy efficient at all levels of society. Excellent ladies and gentlemen, as we proceed, let me emphasize that this is not a journey the government can walk alone. We call upon our industries, investors, education institutions, and every citizen in the region to play a role individually and in partnership. Partnership, among others, include government-to-government partnership, public-private partnership, international development organization partnership, academic and research collaboration partnership, regional energy association and think tank partnership, private sector collaboration across industry partnership, and the community and non-government organization partnership. By fostering these types of partnership, East Africa and SADC nations can create comprehensive and interconnected approach to energy efficiency. These collaboration will provide the foundations needed to overcome challenges, build local capacity, and drive progress towards sustainable, efficient, and resilient energy system across the region. Excellent ladies and gentlemen, looking ahead, we must continue to build on the momentum generated from this conference. It is essential that we turn the discussions and the idea from this conference into concrete actions. As government, industries, and individuals, we all have a part to play in advancing energy efficiency. I encourage each of you to return the lesson learned to your respective countries and institutions and put them into practice. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude this conference, I want to reassure that the government of the United Republic of Tanzania and a visionary leader, champion of clean cooking energy in Africa, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, is committed to improve energy efficiency as a central pillar of its development agenda. We will continue to work closely with regional and international partners to ensure that energy efficiency becomes an integral to its economic and environmental strategies. I urge all member states to urgently and purposely apply the lesson learned here. Together, we can build a sustainable energy future for Tanzania, East Africa region, and the SADC region that is prosperous, resilient, and equitable for all. Once again, I thank you organizers and the participants for your commitment, dedication, and the constructive contributions. I wish you all safe journey and look forward to seeing the positive impact of this gathering in the near future. I thank you. Asanteni sana. Karibuni tena Tanzania.
Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause to the guest of honor. May I request you, the members of the high table, to kindly join the guest of honor as I kindly ask you, honorable guest of honor, to give a token of appreciation to, please kindly be seated. Kindly be seated. May I request you that you give the token of appreciation to blocks that are attending. These are the SADC block, the East African Community block, and then there will be one more prize. May I now request a representative from SACRI, the SADC block, to please come and receive the token of appreciation. He is on the stage. Let's give him a big round of applause as we also acknowledge all the participants coming from the SADC countries. Thank you so much for having made it all the way to Arusha, Tanzania. Asante sana. May I now invite to the stage Akri, the East Africa, from the East African Community block. As he comes, let's give him a big round of applause. A round of applause to all the countries from the East Africa community participating in this regional energy efficiency. Thank you very much. Guest of honor, the final gift really is a token of appreciation from all of us to you. So kindly, our Honorable DPS, present that gift to the guest of honor. Yes. Naomba tumpigie makofi. Let's put our hands together for the guest of honor as we appreciate him making his time to be with us. Thank you very much. Honorable guest of honor, may I kindly now request, and the members of the high table, to please remain on the stage for a photo session, and then we shall proceed with the quick press briefing that Neema will speak momentarily about it. Neema.
Asante, Mheshimiwa Waziri wa Viwanda. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a photo session now. We're going to have 5 different groups. The first group will be the high table. The second group will be Member of Parliament and representative from the regional and district level. The third will be the delegates from region, which means SADC and EAC. The fourth one will be panelists and moderators. The fifth one will be management from the Ministry of Energy and the head of our institutions. And the last one will be the Kamati. So please welcome on board. Meza kuu atakuwa ndio wa kwanza kupiga picha, na baada ya hapo naomba Member of Parliament pamoja na wakilishi kutoka kwenye wilaya pamoja na mkoa tukiongozwa na wenzetu kutoka Kamati ya Ulinzi na Usalama. Tafadhali naomba tusimame kwa ajili ya upigaji wa picha. Karibu sana. Naomba tujipange, waheshimiwa wabunge, Member of Parliament. Tujipange waheshimiwa wabunge wakati Kamati ya Ulinzi na Usalama inapata picha. Waheshimiwa wabunge, naomba tujipange, na wakilishi wote kutoka regional pamoja na district level kama wapo, wenye viti wa kamati kama nilimuona Mheshimiwa Kirumbe somewhere. Waheshimiwa wabunge, basi utakuwa umetoka. Mheshimiwa Gekul, nimekuona mamangu, karibu sana. Picha yako itakuwa the best one. You'll be representing all the Member of Parliament. Thank you very much, Mama. Asante. Naomba tutoke. Mbunge wetu wa Babati, thank you very much, Mama Gekul, kwa ajili ya ujio wako, followed by delegates from the regional SADC and EAC. Please come on board for the group photo. Iakri, Sakri, whatever. Followed by the panelists and moderators. Please come on board. Just line up a little bit so that we can have a group photo. Moderators and panelists, please get prepared after the delegates from the SADC, EAC, and some of the members from the region. Thank you very much. We appreciate your participation, and many greetings to the respective countries. Thank you. Thank you very much. Panelists and moderators, karibuni sana, panelists and moderators, both local and international. Yes, you can come. Modelists, panelists, moderators, local and international. You're welcome for a group photo. Thank you very much. You have done a wonderful job, actually. We appreciate what you have done. Member from the ministry, management ya wizara, tafadhali. Management ya wizara, pamoja na wawakilishi kutoka wizarani, karibuni kwa ajili ya picha ya pamoja. Karibuni sana. Na wakuu wa taasisi pia bila kuwasahau. Management from the Ministry of Energy, Head of Institutions, please come forward for a group photo, followed by kamati, tafadhali. Kamati popote mlipo. Committee popote mlipo, tafadhali. That will be the last photo. Member of the press, please naomba mjiandae kwa ajili ya short brief ya mheshimiwa baada ya group photo. Asante. Let's squeeze a little bit so that we can have a good photo. Yes. Squeeze a little bit. Yes. Usiogope. Karibiana kidogo. Yes. Thank you. Kamati tafadhali popote mlipo. This way. Thank you. Committee members, for a group photo, please. Mmefanya kazi nzuri mpaka kufanya mkutano umefanikiwa. Tunawashukuru na tuna appreciate kile ambacho mmekifanya. All members of the organizing committee come forward for a group photo. Excellent. Yes. Safsan. A little bit of a smile. You're very serious. Ka smile kidogo katamfanya mgeni rasmi awe comfortable. Anaweza akapona kabisa. Kazi endelee. Kazi endelee. Thank you very much. We appreciate. Kamati mmefanya kazi nzuri sana. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, tunakushukuru sana sana sana. Yes. Tayari. Yes. Asante. Mheshimiwa, kwa heshima na taadhima, kabla tujakuruhusu, waandishi wa habari walikuwa na maneno mawili matatu tu kwa ajili ya interview, ili waweze kusikia kutoka kwako kwa uchache tu kuhusiana na mkutano huo. Na interview yetu tutaifanyia hapo juu kwenye bango, ili tuchukue muda mfupi sana, tusikusumbue kwa ajili ya kwenda sehemu nyingine. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your participation. This comes to the end of our session and end of a conference, the Regional Energy Efficiency Conference 2024. Asanteni sana. Please, you may be seated while we are distributing some souvenirs for you guys. So please, don't go anywhere. Make sure you receive your souvenir so that you can get it back home. Tafadhali. Asante.
Excuse me, delegates. Honorable guest of honor is taking a brief, is making a statement with the media. May I request that we keep our tones low. Thank you. Number 2 in Ukimya kidogo, let's keep our tones low as the guest of honor is making a brief statement to the media.